Oh, what's up, gamers, and welcome to episode 22 of the Let's Play series. Last episode, we built this majestic storage system, and look at it. Isn't it lovely? And since the last episode, I have done a couple of things. So one, I have actually gone through and organized everything into the different categories. I'm not going to show you everything because there are a heck of a lot of chests here and we don't have time. But I thought I'd show you one cool little thing that I've done. So I'm just going to take the first one because it takes a while to get through, and if I show you one down there, I'll be waiting here for umpteen minutes. But I've added a couple of useful things. So the one thing I wanted to do was add a way to input from over here, and you might note this chest here, but you'd be wrong. So what I've done is I've made it so you can just chuck things anywhere in this 5x5 here around the ender chest, and it'll get immediately sucked up, bloop, and it'll get transported over here and start organizing itself. This chest here, if you're wondering, is for the bulk item storage. So what you can do is you can skip out all of the sorting of this first part of the chest, which takes a few minutes to get through. So you can just chuck it here and it sorts out all the stone and cobble and all of that stuff. And also, if I know it's going to be stuff over here, this is the nether stuff and end stuff, and then some kind of non-stackables which I have to manually sort. I can also come over here and whip it in there, so that kind of skips this first whole section. But as you will remember, I put in some jungle logs, and I'm hoping they will have started to come in, and they are. So that's really, really cool. So all I have to do at the end of the day is I come over here, and I've got an inventory full of nonsense, and I just bloop, 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 chuck it all out, chuck it on that square, and it will automatically sort. And I'm super happy with this. It looks really cool. It functioned really well. I had a few little redstone things to sort out. I had a couple of droppers and hoppers facing the wrong way. But it wasn't too much to sort out. It was pretty easy. But for today, I actually want to turn my attention back to the wonderful Trash Village, because it hasn't been getting a lot of love lately. It's been a couple of months, a few episodes, and I'd like to come and make some more progress over here. So I think I'm going to focus my attention to kind of finishing up this area a little bit, maybe tidy up the river and add some things into here. So without too much preamble, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but I think we're just going to whip into a time lapse and see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm very excited, as you can see from my little jig. So let's jump on in. My word, it's been a productive start to this episode. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, have we done a lot of things. And I thought to start here, I'll show you through the kind of new residential district, if you will. So beforehand, we had houses. We had this house, this house, this house, and this house. So this one is a new one, which, as you can see, new by no interior. we haven't done any of the interiors yet. It's still looking a little shabby, but I will get onto that, so ignore the interiors for now. But all the detailing has more or less been done for the externals of these houses, and I thought I would just add like a residential street almost with all of the houses. And so we've got a few that are kind of the same kind of plain, almost vanilla generated house. that we tidied up, and then we got a few kind of fancier ones with some nice roofs, a little bit bigger and with a few extra details. Like this one here, we're going to have a little fireplace. We got the chimney coming up out of the roof, which I think is looking extra fancy. Same with this one, and we just got a little bit of a different roof. And so I'm just gonna claim there's a few kind of rich folk that are living down the street, and this whole place just gives you such a good vibe when you're walking down it. We've even added a couple of custom trees. This one's got a swing, which I think is looking really cool, because you know, every house needs a tree with a swing, because it's just not complete without it. But these things are getting a little overgrown, so I need to come in here with some string or something to stop these growing. But I think this one looking really cool. We've got another chimney here, and just some cool little details with some flower pots to kind of bring this area alive. And my plan here is actually to kind of build like the chief's house, like the chief of the village, the big Pumbaa himself is going to get a big house at the end here. It's going to be kind of the big kind of point of the street. When you walk down, you've got this big nice house at the end. But that's not all we've done. We've we've completely renovated this area too, and I love what happens with these sunflowers as you're walking down. The angle as you're walking down catches the sunflowers and they slowly load in, which I think looks really cool, which is why I actually needed them something over this side, because obviously all sunflowers point this way and I wanted to see their pretty face. But oh baby, the tree of nonsense, you ain't never looked so good over here. Look at this. Oh, we got the glowing signs, which is just looking extra fancy, glowing in the night. We bought the flowers over here, similar to like what we did over there in the fountain area. And then we actually made an entire forest / jungly area around it. And I think it's looking so cool. Like, it's just totally transformed this area from the kind of plains, just plain plains, the plain plains area, to this just huge jungle which reaches all the way around back over to here. And I think it just ties this whole back area in really well, and it helps to frame some of my earlier builds as well, like this windmill looking extra fancy. When you walk up, nope, not here, around this way. And it actually looks cool during the night too, because most of it's pretty lit up. Like when you walk up here, just the backdrop of some of the taller trees looks really cool. I'm quite happy with how it's turned out. It's just made it look way more complete. So let's get a quick aerial view from over here. Maybe we can join these tree chickens. I have no idea how these guys got up here. But let's see if we can add another one. Nope. But yeah, how good is this area looking, guys? I think it's looking so cool. I'm really happy with it. I think yeah, we're doing some really good work here, and it's helping to make Trash Village look a little bit more complete. But we're obviously not done yet. We've got a little bit more building I want to get done. So let me catch some nanais, because otherwise we're going to get eaten by the nasties. And then I will get right into it. So I don't think I'm going to do another time lapse. I'm just going to get to building, and let's see what I bust out. So let's go. And as you can see, I have busted out quite the load. Sorry, children. I've built the Grand Pumbaa's house. Angel noises from the from the sky. I think it's looking really cool. It's a much different kind of size, and I've swapped the textures around. So I've actually brought the stone up to the roof and wood for the house, which I think looks really cool. And if you look at it from far away, it really stands out in amongst the rest of these. And when you're walking down the street, it's nicely framed, because I haven't built the street completely straight. It's kind of wonky, but it goes wonky then to the middle of this house. So I think that's looking really cool. And I've gone around and added little details to kind of a couple of the other houses and some paths and some little fiddly bits. There's not much up here. Comes up to a nice deck. We got some plants. I've been thinking about trying to add something into these little areas. We got a little chimney, which is looking very nice. Not much back here, just some more plants and shelves and things. And this nicely backs on to the flower field, which I thought was really cool. It's kind of like the Grand Poobah just has a really, really grand backyard, which I thought was kind of cool. I've done a kind of a bit of an interior, like we've gotten started, but it's not totally finished yet. So we got like this bed, got to go Betty Buys, of course. Some greenery, we got a little floor ruggy bit here, we got a place to either eat or can write some notes or do his homework, I don't know. We've got the inside of the chimney, which I may change a little bit. I don't know if I'm totally happy with this. It's kind of flat to the wall, which is a bit weird. But I'll have a play with that and see where we get to. Then we just got a nice couch and of course the television with the cabinet underneath, looking very nice, very nice. And what this has also allowed me to do, which is really cool, is bring a wee path around so that you can access this area. And the other thing I've done, I thought with the kind of greenhouse and this little canopy area here and all the gardens, I thought that probably these two houses would probably make sense, that these guys are the farmer dudes. And I thought they'd probably also have some crops in their backyard, which, yeah, so I thought I'd bring some in, which I think is looking pretty cool. And there's obviously a wee little pathway to get back to the front here, and I think that's looking really cool. A lot of these I've just added beds to. I haven't gone and done like lots and lots of details, but I think I'll do that off camera. And just kind of flesh these out. But I think it's looking really cool. And I got this little area here with this tree. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh, berries. And it's got a nice little seat here. You can just chill out, look at the tree, have a good time. And I think, yeah, I think it's looking really, really awesome. I think it's come out really well. What does Tree Chicken think? Is it looking good? Is it looking good? Do we have an egg? Okay. Does Tree Chicken believe? Does Tree Chicken believe? Hey, Tree Chicken believes. Well done. Do both Tree Chicken believe, or is it just the one? Ah, just the one. He's my favorite. You are Stinky Tree Chicken. Yeah, I said it. Anyway, I think that's actually going to do it for me for this area at the moment. I think what I want to go do now is actually some just old school mining. I just feel like going for a bit of a diggy dig, gather some resources, both in the overworld and the nether, and, you know, we're going to have a bit of a chat, because we haven't had a chat in a while, and we got some things to discuss. So let's crank into a wee time lapse. And what I really wanted to discuss was kind of just my plans for the future of this series. So obviously 118 has just come out, or by just coming out I mean like a few weeks ago, and I was waiting for a stable version to come out before I updated the world, and it looks like 118.1 is the one. I haven't heard any whisperings of 118.2, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and update. And what I want to do is I want to update pretty much all of my world other than Trash Village, because I want to bring all of the new kind of update material really close to home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prune my world again, and just save kind of the area directly around my base that I've actually done most of the work. So that means I actually want to get rid of the little mob farm that I built over in the desert. So I think I'm going to tear that down to get some of the resources, and I'll look to build another one in the future. And kind of the other thing that I'm thinking is that I'm no longer going to look at other people's work for to kind of like copy it. I'm not going to do any like redstone farms with other people's designs. I'm going to try and come up with my own. I've been watching a lot of people for a long time, and I've been playing around myself, and I kind of know enough of the mechanics that I think I can probably come up with a lot of my own designs for things. So I think that's my plan going forward. A lot of my own designs, a lot of my own plans, rather than kind of taking most of the inspiration and kind of ideas from others. And I think that should be really fun. And finally is that I am going to try and do a little bit less per episode, so I can try and get out episodes more often, because I think I'm trying to bite off a little bit too much per episode at the moment, and it ends up just taking me a little bit long, and then I only upload kind of once a month. And kind of want to upload a little bit more often, so I think I'm going to kind of tone down the episodes a little bit, focus on kind of just playing Minecraft the way I want to play Minecraft and have some fun. So yeah, let's get back into the episode. That's enough of a chat, I think. And chatting aside, it was actually been quite a productive wee mining session. I was probably down in the diamond mines for maybe half an hour to an hour. And not bad, not bad. We got a good amount of stone. We got all this kind of nonsense. And yeah, ores. We're rich. We got over a stack of diamond ore, so it's been very productive. And then over on the nether side, we got all of these goodies. This was actually from Piglin Trading. I got like a stack and a bit of gold, and I decided to craft it all into ingots and go to trade with some piglins, and I got all sorts of little goodies from them, so that's pretty cool. Otherwise, got some netherrack. This is kind of the goodies. Got half a stack of ancient debris, bunch of quartz, almost a shulker box of gravel, and then I felt like going to whack down some blue stuff. So yeah, overall not too bad. I think actually what we should do real quick is mine up all of these diamonds. Actually, I might not mine them all, because I've heard in 1.18 this kind of diamond ore is much less kind of common than the deep slate version. So I'm actually going to keep like a stack of just plain diamond ore, just as a long-term flex that I might use in building and stuff. And otherwise, let's just crack into this and see how much diamonds we get from half a stack. Leave what you think in the comments. So we got over a stack. We got a stack and 13. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. That's more than two per ore, which is pretty darn good. 8 more blocks to our collection. As you can see in here, we are getting richer and richer, closer and closer to that diamond block beacon base that I've been after. But for the rest of this episode, what I want to go do is I want to actually go over to the mob farm. And I want to start pulling down some of the resources, because I'm actually going to salvage some of what's there, because there's quite a lot of redstone there, and I want to pinch some of the mob drops before we swap it over. So let's go over there now. Okay, oh, it's night time over in the desert. Oh, what a sight she is. I'm going to miss this thing. This thing is super efficient. And we've actually got too much resources in here. So I started to pull out some of this. This is essentially what I want to take home with me. So all of these chests that are still up are actually... I'm mostly completely full of drops still, and it's just too much for me to take back and store in my current storage. So you got all of that, and it's gunpowder. All of this is bones. That's string, and these are arrows, rotten flesh, and more arrows, I think. So what I've done is I've got, 14 shulker boxes of gunpowder that I'm taking back. I also went and I crafted a full box of TNT and a box and a bit of rockets just to keep me going. I've crafted 2 boxes of bone blocks and another 10 shulker boxes of bones. And then the same with string, and I crafted a bunch of wool. And then I've come over here, I've pinched some arrows, pinched some rotten flesh. I don't know why I want to keep some rotten flesh, don't really need it. And then these are kind of the drops that didn't drop quite as much. And weirdly enough, this little bit of cactus at this end here actually created a cactus farm because there's a bit of glass next to it. So every time it grows up, it used to drop cactus, and it ended up in here, which is kind of low-key hilarious. An unintentional cactus farm. Very nice, very nice. So I'm actually going to take all of this back, but what I want to do now is I want to actually just pull out all of these hoppers, all of these torches, the comparators, the repeaters, the redstone dust, and I'm going to pinch all of that and take it back. And I might also pinch the magma blocks I've used too, just because I don't want to lose it all. I think I'll leave most of the building blocks for this, but I just want to pinch out the redstone and some of the stuff that's a little more valuable. So let me do that now. Give me 2 secs and I'll show you what we get out of it. And this was definitely lucrative. This is exactly what we needed to do. Like, look at all these hoppers and chests and magma blocks. And these are kind of all the redstone components I managed to pull out of it. But it was actually lucrative for multiple reasons you may have seen in the time lapse. This is just full of all of the shulker boxes that I showed you earlier. Plenty of stuff in here. But it accidentally turned this, because I'm very messy, into an axolotl and glow squid farm, like really efficiently. And I did what any sensible Minecraft player would do, and I collected just a mountain of axolotls. So these are both full, and this is all full, and I've just been having a good time. So what I've been doing is I just fly up, 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 so everything gets unloaded. Boop, 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 boop. I chuck a cheeky water bucket, and then I just float on gracefully down. And what starts happening is that this is the only place that these can spawn, and we just plop on in, and if we swim around a bit, look at all these axolotls. There's just so many. Come here. I've been hoping that I would just like chance upon a blue one. There's like 1 in 1,000 chance. But I don't think I have. But the babies spawn as well, and they're so cute. Oh, so I've just been having a great time collecting axolotls and chilling out. And normally a bunch of glow squid will spawn as well, but it doesn't look like many have spawned this time. I think axolotls and glow squid share the same mob cap, so kind of either one spawns a lot or the other, it seems to be. And you got to kind of be in quite quick, because otherwise the axolotls just kill all the glow squids. And I always wanted to get it with the looting enchantment on my sword, so I just kind of float on down. Maybe this time we'll get some glow squid. There they are. Zoom. And then we just come and murder some glow squid before the axolotls get them. And yeah, it's just been a fun time. Totally accidentally. Just because I'm a very messy boy and created an absolute mess up here. And I think there's actually mobs still spawning in here too. It's been very scary. Whoa! But yeah, mountain of axolotls achieved. Life is good. But I'm going to take all the stuff back to the base now. But I won't bore you with that because it's going to be long and arduous. And I think I'm just going to wrap us up here. It's been an absolute pleasure, this episode. And next episode, we get into 118. And I'm very, very excited. Very excited. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!